EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. And off we go from Las Vegas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 4th down.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Nix. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Nix to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Banks. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Broncos 0.
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
hands it off out of the gun. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 27-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Banks. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Raiders at 3-6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Banks. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Banks. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A handoff as they run the counter play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On play action, here's Nix. And down he goes, brought down, a Raiders sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And they will regular them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders had 6 to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Throwing Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Nix. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Nix. And the Raiders have got it. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Banks. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Off the play fake. Nix rolling to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Banks. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Banks. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
On first down, it's Banks. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll keep it on the ground. Banks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 133 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, it's Banks, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go on fourth down, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win they needed, if for nothing.